On today's episode of Cooking with Sugar Dad, we are going to do chicken parmesan, or at least Dad's take on chicken parmesan. We're going to put it together our own way. Just to be clear, I've never made this before, but I can't wait to try it. I really love the idea of this dish because it's got stuff in it I really like. I love chicken, I love bacon, I love cheese. I love anything that's even closely resembling pizza because it's got cheese and marinara on it. And the idea of putting all this stuff together is just absolutely boggles my mind. If you have an air fryer, or even if you don't, you can probably do this in the oven. This looks like something super easy, and I need easy, and I need delicious. And this looks like it's going to do both. We're going to start by, we've got our chicken unboxed. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to get our bacon out of the container and start by wrapping it around the chicken. I'm a simple man and I try to make simple food. In this case, we're going to take a piece of chicken and we're just going to wrap our bacon around it. And I'm not too worried about forcing it to stay. I could use a toothpick or a skewer if I wanted to really nail this down, but it's not going to matter because when it cooks, that bacon will adhere to the chicken. And I kind of want to go around the outside circumference. That way I can set the cheese and the sauce and all my seasonings over the surfaces. Now, just for the record, I warned you I've never done this before, but I have now wrapped bacon around all of the chicken. There's some of it here. It's going to be more like maybe a chicken nibble wrapped in bacon, but that's just fine. It's going to all taste good. The important thing is that the parts are here that are needed, and it doesn't have to be pretty, it just has to taste good. What we're going to do next is we're going to get the air fryer set up, and we're not going to put the cheese or the tomato sauce or any of that stuff on, or the marinara, until we get about halfway through the cook cycle. So we've got first get this seasoned and put in. Now for the seasoning then today, I'm just going to add a bit of Italian seasoning and some garlic powder. And then we're going to, of course, spritz with a little bit of oil in order to make those stick, and also so that it will fry really good in the air fryer. When it comes to the air frying, I'm going to do about 20 minutes altogether. First I'm going to do about 12 minutes. I'm going to do that at 350. And then I'm going to open it up. May need to flip them over. We'll see. At that point we will add the marinara layer and we'll put cheese over top of all that. And boy, I can't wait to see how this turns out. Anyway, once that step is done, then we'll go ahead and we'll finish it up with another about 8 minutes, give or take, and let's see how this goes. Now, as I've talked about before, you can use whatever brand of air fryer you happen to have. Mine just happens to be a Power XL. I'm going to set the timer for, turn that down to 12 minutes because we're just doing phase one. I'm going to turn the temperature down a little bit to 350, and away we go. All right, if this was a horse race, we'd be in the second turn. We're going to go ahead and stop this for the moment. Pop it open. Oh, we're making great progress. Great progress. Look at that. I'm going to flip these over and get ready to put in the marinara and the cheese. Now, I expected them to shrivel a bit more than they did, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and we're going to put in a little bit of the sauce. I'm going to put that in, and then I'm going to spread it out. You'll see I probably should have pinned these, but it's not going to matter because it's all going to taste good. Now, if you happen to have sliced cheese, you might find that's a little bit easier to use than the grated cheese, but I'm using what's in the kitchen, and this is what's in the kitchen today. At this point, we're going to close it back up, and we're going to set it for another, at least 8 minutes. We'll see how it looks. If it's ready, we'll take it out, and if not, then we'll give it a little bit more. I have a feeling, though, it'll be good. Let's set it and go. All right, now that we've completed our second cook cycle, let's pop this puppy open and see what it looks like on the inside. Oh my goodness, look at that. The cheese is browned perfectly. The bacon looks done. I'm hoping that the chicken underneath this is done. I'm going to put some out on a plate and we're going to find out how it tastes. All right, now that we have it plated, I've cut into a piece. It's clear. It looks done. The bacon looks done. I'm just going to bite into a little bit of this. Ooh, look at all that steam roll off that. And hopefully I don't scald my mouth here. But I'm going to just have a little taste and see what we've got. Well, a bacon all came off when I tried to bite into it, but you know what? I'm okay with that. And yes, I would say the bacon is done, the chicken is done, everything's done. So 20 minutes, 350, about 2/3 of the way through is when you open it up, put in the marinara and the cheese so that the cheese doesn't get, you know, if you put it in at the beginning, it's going to burn. And that's not going to do anybody any good. So, like I said, about 2/3 of the way through, add your cheese, and man, you have got yourself a meal. Now, don't forget, it's always okay to play with your food, because no matter what, you're the winner. Now, don't forget to like and subscribe my channel. And remember, if you can't be sweet, be spicy.